Greetings and welcome to the second week of the Joy Yoga Challenge with the theme of belonging. So today marks the start of the second week, day 8. I want to remind you of a few things. Don't forget, if you want to add to this challenge, you can do between 4 and 10 additional sun salutations. 4 and 10 additional sun salutations. Or you can just continue to be consistent. When we are consistent, we build that sense of belonging in ourselves, and we can be so happy with ourselves, and we can begin to see that there are results from us staying consistent with the practice. So today our practice is on cultural fusion. Cultural fusion. And I want to add to that diversity. All bodies can do yoga. I am not the typical yoga body that we have seen advertised in this country, at least. Yoga has ancient roots, and I will let you do your own research on the roots of yoga. Some say it comes from an Indian tradition, and then others say that the roots and the genesis of yoga come from Africa. So there's something called Kemetic yoga. I'm not here to really talk about that, but I just want you to know that we're bringing all of those things, all of who we are to yoga, the different body types, the diversity in our body structures. And I want us to embrace that. So, with that said, find yourself in a comfortable seated position. This will be a mostly standing practice. Do not forget your tools. You can bring in a chair if you need it. Also, again, breath is first. So, you want to check in and make sure that you're breathing, hopefully, in and out through the nose. Hopefully, making that exhalation a little longer than the inhalation, right? That keeps us in that rest and digest mode. It calms the nervous system. And that's what's so special about this practice, right? It is not a workout, it is a practice. And we are bringing together mind, body, and spirit. So, placing hands gently on the lap, I invite you to lower your gaze or close your eyes and take a deep breath in. As you release the breath, relax the shoulders and the jaw. Feel where the body is making contact with whatever is supporting the body. And begin to notice breath. Visualizing a balloon in the stomach as we inhale. Think of the balloon expanding, the stomach filling with air. And as we exhale, think of that balloon deflating, the stomach moving in, and the breath coming up and out. It may be helpful to gently count the inhalation and the exhalation. And when you're ready, begin breathing in and out through the nose. Thinking of setting your intention for this practice for your day. Perhaps it's a single positive word, an affirmation or mantra, something you can repeat to yourself, allowing it to give you strength. Perhaps say gently, I honor the unique rhythms of my culture, and I embrace them in my practice. I honor the unique rhythms of my culture, and I embrace them in my practice. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale, lifting the head, opening the eyes, taking arms wide, lifting the chest, pressing the shoulders back, maybe adding some gentle movements. Inhale up, exhale, hands down to heart. We are coming together on this journey as one. This is Angeline Mudra, and let us begin. Taking tripod hands to the sides of the hips. So you're pressing down through these inner knuckles, the thumbs and the fingers, and the palms of the hands are lifted. Inhale. Exhale, press down, lift chest, maybe lift hips, and either lower the hips or swing the legs behind, coming to all fours. Coming into cat-cow, we're placing our wrist underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to begin to lift the hips, the chin, and the chest while pressing into the hands, allowing the shoulders to roll down the back, looking up. Inhale. And as your exhale begins, slowly arch the back, tucking the chin in the chest, keeping the same pressure in the hands, coming to cat, thinking of a mean Halloween cat. Inhale, look up, lifting hips, chin, and chest. Exhale, finding cat. Two more, allowing your breath to guide the move. Slowly coming back to neutral spine. You're going to tuck the toes behind, pressing up and back, straightening the legs to your edge. Heels lean toward the mat, sits bones pull toward the ceiling, rolling the shoulder blades away from the ears. Coming up on the balls of the feet, bend the knees, walk the feet to the hands. Perhaps it's a walk, navel to spine, lifting up, pulling arms overhead, gathering your sense of culture and belonging, pulling it down into you, knowing that you belong. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Remember, you can do this from your chair. I'm going to remind you to look at the sun salutation video that is loaded. Inhale. Bring hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, lower. Using hands, draw nose toward the knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. You have a choice. You can hit the knee or you can step back with one foot or both. Finding your plank, you can drop the knees, elbows to the back, bring it down. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, tuck the toes, pressing up and back, downward facing dog. Lowering the head, shoulders roll away from the ears. Heels lean toward the mat, feeling that stretch in the calves and the hamstrings. Sits bones pulling toward the ceiling. Your gaze is at your feet. Let the head hang loose. Come up on the balls of the feet. Bend the knees. Walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, lift arms overhead. Exhale, arms down to the sides. Beautiful. Two more. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, drawing nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, bend the knees. Step it back or hit the knees. So hitting the knees, lifting the feet maybe. Shoulders over wrist. Bring it down. Inhale, press it up. And your exhale, you could hit the knees, walk the hands back, and come up on the feet. That is another option for you. Inhale up. Exhale, arms down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, drawing the nose toward the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. If you've been hanging out with me for a while, maybe you hop it back. Shoulders over wrist. Bring it down. Inhale, press it up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. You can always drop down to the knees here. We're going to take 3 more breaths. You can come into child's pose, knees close or knees apart, hands extended, or just back off the pose. 2 more breaths. Come up on the balls of the feet, bend the knees, walk the feet to the hands. Inhale up. Exhale. Arms down to the sides. Notice how you feel. Maybe take a cleansing breath, bringing hands to heart, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Taking another if it feels good in the moment. Coming to the long side of the mat, part the feet and turn one foot forward, leaving this front knee straight, not locked, but straight. Lifting arms, palms facing down, fingers extended, creating active arms, gazing over the tips of the finger. Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge from the hip crease as far as you can, allowing the hand to drop and the arm to lift. Thinking of stacking shoulder joints here. Maybe going down further. Maybe hand to mat. I also grabbed my block to have it handy. This will give you more spaciousness in the pose. You want to be careful not to allow your chest to come down. So perhaps you've gone too far if your chest is facing the floor. If you want more, look up, and even more, bring the arm close to the ear, not allowing the head to collapse. Thinking fingertip to heel. Breathe. Triangle pose. One more breath. On exhale, release. And you're going to turn the feet forward. Heels in, toes out. Inhale up. Exhale. Begin to squeeze the shoulders into the back as you bend the knees and bring the arms down. Inhale, lift, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, goddess arms, bending the knees. One more, navel to spine. On the exhale, think about sitting a little lower And only if you want a challenge, and this is within your edge, lift the heels off the mat. Breathe. Breathe. One more breath. And lift. Arms down to the side, turning in the opposite direction. That knee is straight but not bent. Extending arms, gazing through the front middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hip crease as far as you can, and then allow the hand to drop. Remember, you can always bring in a block or a book, or come up higher, thinking of stacking the shoulder joints. Maybe gazing up, navel to spine, pressing the back hip back, the front hip forward, maybe bringing the arm over the ear, fingertip to heel. Breathe. One more breath. On the exhale, pressing into the front foot, bringing the feet forward. You're going to heel toe the feet together, coming to the top of the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hold. Straightening the legs as much as you can. Drawing nose to knees, maybe grabbing the calves or the ankles. Breathing in and out through the nose. One more breath. And you're going to bend the knees, plant the hands, take the hands behind, extend the legs, have a seat. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Maybe grabbing the feet, the ankles, the knees, drawing the nose toward the knees. Noticing any contrast between the forward fold standing and the forward fold seated. With every exhale, allow yourself to sink into the pose. And slowly sitting up. You can turn the long way on your mat if you like. Bringing your feet together. Soles of the feet together. Grabbing the feet. Butterfly. And I'm gently moving my knees. And then extend the feet forward or move the hips backwards. Bring the hands underneath the legs. Find a little cocoon. Head down, breathing. And perhaps allow your affirmation, your mantra, your intention as you come to this safe cocoon, as you breathe into the back body, as you honor your body. One more breath. On an exhale, slowly find your way out of the pose, coming back to a comfortable seated position. Arms wide. Inhale up. Drawing energy, maybe looking up, palms touch. On the exhale, bring hands down to heart. And we say, Namaste, Ashe. I honor the energy and the divine in you. The first day of the second week is done. Day 8. See you tomorrow.